Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Malicious Compliance. In today's episode, mandatory meeting, mandatory extra pay, can't refuel. Okay. No more raspberries. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Mandatory meeting, mandatory extra pay. I used to work as a special education teacher. Normally, the special ed team has 2 prep hours, one for completing paperwork. There is an insane amount, testing kids, IEP meetings, meeting as a team, etc. The other prep hour is to literally prep for the academic courses I taught, which included ELA, social skills, etc. New admin rolls in and decides we are going to have one prep like everyone else. I remind admin of all the extra stuff special education teachers do on top of normal teaching duties to no avail. Normally we schedule IEP meeting during that extra prep hour. But that no longer exists. So I start scheduling them before/after school and during my lunch when I have time. I am a contract employee, which means if I am required to work outside contract hours, I get overtime pay. Overtime pay requires these pink paper timesheets. Asking for one gets the secretary agitated every time because she knows admin hates explaining to the district office why the overtime is required. So I march into the office and request the timesheet. The secretary is not happy and cautions me this won't end well. I don't know and walk away. So admin is required by law to attend these meetings. Admin assumes I am holding these meetings out of the contract hours out of the goodness of my heart. At the end of the month I submit a timesheet for 20 extra hours. Admin was present for every single one of those minutes. There is no denying it. Admin charges into my classroom before school the next day super mad. I explained to admin that it might be wise to give the special education teachers that hour back in their schedule, or the overtime would continue. It took a week, but we got that hour back, and I got a nice little extra check in the mail. Can't refuel. Okay. This happened about a month ago and just realized this fits for malicious compliance. So I work on a mine site, refueling all mobile equipment, generators and whatnot. We have a couple of refueling trucks, but some are restricted as to where they can go and the fit-outs are different. For example, heavy mobile equipment use a fast fill connector for high volume fueling, and the smaller equipment we just make do with your standard fuel bowser. Also, to log fuel usage, we have to log each asset with the engine hours or mileage. We mainly do this through a dedicated fuel terminal, but we also write it on a piece of paper as a backup. Okay, that's the background bit, now onto the actual malicious compliance. I had a very rough start when I flew in. Instead of 2 people, it was just going to be me for the entire mine site. We have 3 different service trucks and each one you need to have completed a verification of competency. I've only had that for 2 of the 3. What that means is that I had to make do with a smaller size truck that is more meant as support to do the actual fuel run. Halfway through, the fuel terminal fails, so I cannot log electronically how much fuel has been pumped. No biggie, right? That's why we have the sheet to write it on. The supervisor at the time was a pain. He has got very poor people skills to the point where he's getting complaints daily for rude behavior from the workers and even different departments. That, and he loves to hold double standards. I inform him dutifully that the computer has failed, but I've kept on refueling because I had the sheet and the equipment should not stop for a silly reason like that. He tells me it is a legal requirement for that computer to be operational for refueling. It is not, and under no circumstances am I to use it. Luckily, I had finished refueling all the equipment in the affected area, so I didn't mind. Easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Or had I refueled everything? I still had one generator to do, the one of the workshop itself. You know, the one that powers the supervisor's office lights, his PC, and the Wi-Fi. I didn't refuel it cause that would mean I disobeyed his order and I didn't notify him because I told him everything related to it. The generator ran out of fuel an hour before the start of the next shift, which caused mayhem, all the while I was merrily completing my fuel run as per usual. The boys in the workshop knew what I'd done and kept me informed with many chuckles shared. No more raspberries. This isn't my malicious compliance but my younger sister's. This was a few years ago, but my dad recently brought it up. I think it was when she was 7 to 8. She loves raspberries. Like she used to eat the entire box. My parents were annoyed because raspberries are expensive. Anyways, my sister opened the raspberry box and my mom told her not to eat the entire box. Later, when my mom was making dinner, she found the box. Why the heck are there only 2 raspberries in the box? Sister, you told me not to eat the entire box. Mom, yeah, but there are 5 more people that like raspberries. Sister, okay. Fallout, whenever we get raspberries, which is rare because of this incident, we bring this story up and my sister gets really embarrassed. We always try to eat the raspberries at the same time as she does so she can't pull this stunt again. I know this is a short post, but I think it's funny that a 7 to 8-year-old can also commit malicious compliance. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.